Hey guys, who do we got here? Austin is here. Austin, my friend, how are you? Give me a second.
Want to build.
Apologize for that. I wanted to bring up my desktop. Easier for old eyes to see the comments. So what's new, Austin? Austin drops his link. Let's give a quick look. 482 subscribers. We are 18 away. Hitting that big 500. You know what? Once we get to 500, let's just skip everything in between and shoot straight for 1,000. Get that 1K, get in some watch hours, get your channel monetized. I don't know if that's everyone's goal. Um, it may be, it may not be. It was mine um, for a couple reasons. My entire life, I've only wanted one thing job wise, career wise. Wasn't a ton of money. It wasn't a position. It wasn't respect. It wasn't any of those things that you think in those terms of the career. It was making just enough money to pay my bills, to be happy through means of my own creativity and helpfulness, service. When after uh, shutting down my business, had a personal training business that it wasn't bad. Mainly made my own hours. I trained at my house and other people's houses. Um, but it certainly wasn't fulfilling me creatively in the same way that writing or even showing up here and talking does. I shut down my business because it was at the advent of COVID. I was a caregiver for my father, who was 92 at the time. And just then, his congestive heart failure was getting worse. He started losing some strength in his legs. He went from walking with a cane to a walker, um, to a wheelchair, and then he was bedridden. Um, and I knew that, regardless of anyone's view on COVID, that even a bad cold would have put my father in the hospital at that time. So I was keeping him safe no matter what. He wasn't going to die alone and isolated. Not when I was caring for him. Not if I could help it. So I shut down my business. Um, I trained a few people online to, pay some bills. Let's see. Reaper says, breaking, Kenya is going to allow Bill Gates to implant chips on the newborns. I really hope people understand what's going to happen to us all. Other than that, hello everyone. Where did you hear that news? Um, so when my father passed away, I inherited a house. Hey, Reaper, are you connected with Austin? Austin is on his way to 500 subscribers. He's got 18 more to go. Man, Reaper, you put in some big work again today, as always. Let's see. Reaper says, same place we get it, Eric. Google Internet. Um, I'm about to go on Google in a minute because I realized I don't know what butterscotch is. I know I like it. It's good on stuff. But what is it? Is it actual butter? Does it have scotch in it? What is butterscotch? Before I go to Google, does anyone know? Um, so in a position of, I inherited a house. Say I inherited a car. Um, I'm splitting expenses with my brother. Um, 17 left for Austin. And I inherited just a little bit of money. Unfortunately, a lot of that money has went to a family member who wasn't quite as, I'm not the thriftiest person in the world, but I was thriftier than this person. Um, but I ended up having to pay all of the bills for, instead of splitting them, I had to pay them for a very long time, which cut down on my money that I had saved up that I was going to attempt to do something creative to earn an income. So, hey, I already had a YouTube channel. I already liked doing it. And I thought, can I do it? And the answer is I don't know. I don't know. I've been monetized for 2 months. Um, but we're going to try. It's what I've always wanted to do, was through creative means, through my own artistry, writing, talking, see what I can do. Let's see. Austin says, thanks. William says, oh, William, how are you? Gets a salute from the Reaper. Linda says, hi, Yogi in chat. Hi, Linda. William says, Lewis, it is the mark of the beast. Austin drops his link. Reaper says, I don't think so, William. Who would the beast be except for within us all? And the way we exercise what could be considered the beast, is through forgiveness. We realize the illusion. Then it says, hey to Austin. Reba says, but it could be the start. Actually, the start was C19. Where it says, also hello. And you're probably right. Mir says, hey, Sir Yogi, and beautiful people there. Mir, how are you? Austin says, everyone please sub to my channel. I'm on the road to 500, 17 left. So if you're not subscribed, think about it. Go visit. Hang out with Austin. Watch a video. Leave a comment. Please the algorithms. So here it is, guys. I'm going to put this question out here one more time. What the heck is butterscotch? If no one has an answer, I'm going to go to Google. I mean, like I said, I've had it. I've eaten it. I've enjoyed it. And it just occurred to me out of the blue. I have no idea what it actually is. Is it butter? Is it scotch? Is it butter and scotch put together? If I had too much butterscotch, would I be in fear of a high alcohol content? Reaper says a candy. But let's say you have butterscotch pudding. But what is the actual butterscotch? These are important questions that, you know what? Finally, someone is stepping up and asking the tough, all-important questions. That's why you're all here. You're not here to listen about yoga. You're not here to talk about burpees. You all want to know the answer to these important questions. Austin says, hi, everyone. How is everyone doing today? I've had a pretty good day, Austin. It's good to see you. Hey, speaking of subscribers, let's get Skits to 50 because I really want to see his live stream. So do it as a favor for Skits. Do it as a favor for me. I haven't seen Lee for a while. Lee would have the answer. All right, well, it does have, thank you. Burpee Reaper says brown sugar and butter, Eric. Thank you. That's all I was asking. It is like caramel. Now, here's another question. Caramel, caramel. You guys let me know. It says, according to Bon Appetit, butterscotch is caramel's low-key cousin. That doesn't sound very appealing, low-key. That the fact that it's made out of brown sugar, for me, would make it even better. You know what would make it even better than that? Maple sugar. What do you think? Is there anything better than maple sugar? Sean, how are you doing? Oh, let's see. Sean said he made an edited video. Sean is at 24, so he is almost halfway. All right, I see the short. Sorry, there still is no upload, but here's a short. I'm looking for that. Runner Boy says butterscotch is very nice. It is very nice. It's actually one of my favorite flavors. And you can make it vegan pretty easy. Mir says, I am good. How are you? Thanks for sharing. Absolutely. Runner Boy says fudge. Fudge is pretty good. It's been a while since I've had it. Austin says runner. Everyone's saying hey to Runner Boy. Austin says, Runner Boy, are you sub to my channel? Runner Boy is probably going to wait until you get 499 and he'll swoop in and give you that all-important 500 so he can have that sense of power, knowing that at a moment's notice, he can swoop in and take what he gave. He won't. He never will because he's too nice of a guy, but he still likes that sense of power. How do I know? Two things. I have through years of yoga, meditation, I have a keen insight into the mindset of others. As well, Runner Boy actually told me that that's what he likes to do. Reaper says, Austin, are you subbed to mine? Man, everyone should be subbed to Reaper's channel. That would be ridiculous not to. Where else are you going to get those high quality reps? So I see tomorrow we get the return to Shirtless Saturday with Burpee Reaper and the Jay Jordan. However, Sundays, do we get a return to Show Tune Sundays? That's the question that's on everyone's mind. No one wants to know anything about butterscotch. They want to know about Show Tune Sunday, when the Burpee Reaper, the legendary Burpee Reaper, will do burpees to the song of your choice, no matter what song it is. Runner Boy says, I'll note that down. Skid says, I'm having a few problems uploading right now. It's really frustrating. Which one is it? Is it so it's not up yet? I see the one that says, sorry, there's still no upload, but here's a short. Relaxing says, I sure link here. Absolutely relaxing. Always. Relaxing says, my mom is 70 years old. Hey, sending lots of love to your mom, my friend. Austin says, Runner, I just subbed to your channel. Runner says, relaxing sounds, you have 20K subs. He does. He's got a beautiful channel. Rhea says, hey, relaxing. We get some deep pondering from the Burpee Reaper. he can only be pondering one of two things. He's either pondering butterscotch or he's pondering if Showtune Sunday is going to make an appearance again. We only have a few more, maybe. We might be down to days. Football season starts, what, next week? Right? Or am I wrong about that? And once football season starts, all bets are off. You might lose Burpee Reaper rep-wise for several months. So we only have a few, maybe even one Showtune Sunday left. Runner Boy says, thanks, Austin. It's good says it was one I made today. I hope you get the technical stuff worked out. Reba says, my 1 week vacation is coming off and all bets are off. You heading somewhere for vacation, or is you just gonna kick back? Reba says, More, I'll do another Showtune Sunday for you, brother. Let's see. Mir says, we like every song. Play for us, Burpee Reaper, Burpee Bro. Yeah, we do. You got that right, Mir. Relaxing says, we'll be happy if people help my mom. What can we do for your mom, my friend? Mir says, thanks, my brother Burpee. Big salute. It's good says, I had edited it once, which took me 2 hours. Well, then something happened. Then it said unsupported file. So I had to edit it again, another 2 hours. Man, that's like Timo. He's so detailed in the editing. I've never edited anything ever. I don't even edit my writing. I might glance over. If it shows up, underlined, I know there's a typo or typo. I generally don't have typos. I just spell things wrong. If I'm being polite to myself, if I'm being kind, I'll call it a typo. Austin drops his link. Reaper says, yes, going to be staying at the Rock Resort for a week. Hey, I don't know anything about that. Reaper, what is it? Where is it located? So no burpees at all on your vacation? Let's see. Sean says, now the editing software has crashed whilst I was trying to export it and upload it to my YouTube channel. Man, that does not sound, it sounds painful, exacerbating. I was going to say that first. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to actually pronounce it. Thought I'd give it a try. I know you guys don't judge me. Running Boy says, I'm going to Norway next year myself and do a bunch of traveling. That sounds awesome, Running Boy. Why'd you pick Norway? It's good says, I'm sure someone is hacking me. Do you think so? Let's see. Relaxing says, I sent a link, my friend. Hey, please share it. Absolutely. Linda says, Austin, you listed your channel 8 times. I think we have all subbed. Has everyone subbed? Burn Boy says, burpees in the pool. Escanita? How close did I come to getting that right? California. Reaper says, maybe, but I won't really care, Eric. That's the way to do it. If you're inspired, if you feel like getting some reps. Reaper says, Run a Boy, sounds fun, maybe. You know what I'm picturing? I'm picturing Reaper doing a massive belly flop. He's going to do a burpee in the pool, and we get the actual belly flop. That might be viral. Reaper says, Runner Boy sounds fun. Runner Boy says, don't know, sounds interesting to go to. And Reaper says, close, Eric, but not quite. It's the story of my life, man. Close, but not quite right. You know, on my wedding day, making my vow, after I said I do, the minister looked at Milka and said, Milka, do you take this person? I don't remember the exact words because it was a non-traditional wedding. But basically, do you take this person to be your husband? And she said, close, but not quite. I should have known then. True story, except for most of it. All right, except for all of it. Let's see, William says, still the same people, Austin, but hello. Reaper says, I can picture saying that. Yeah. Lara 2.0. Well, I understand the enthusiasm. So close to a goal. And we helped him out earlier. Let's see. Runner Boy says, can I eat flaxseed raw? I brought some for the omega-3. Yes, you can. Is it milled? M-I-L-L-E-D? As I believe that's easier to digest. Hey, so Relaxing, do you have the link that you want to share? Relaxing has been asking if we would support his 7-year-old mother. He has a link, and the answer is absolutely. Relaxing was here in the early days of my live stream. Very supportive, very helpful. Let's see. Runner Boy says, no, just says golden seeds. Just says golden flaxseed. Well, you know what? Eat it. Give it a try. See what happens. That's my philosophy. Oh, all right. There it is. I must have missed it. Relaxing. I'm sorry. Runner Boy dropped it. Thank you, Runner Boy. So what can we do for your what can we do specifically for your mom? Anything? I'm looking at your about page and I see the goals that you've set. 100K is the no way, oh my God. Man, that would be awesome. 40K is the next goal. And then we're doubling 40 to 80, and then 100, then to 200. AC, no reason why you can't make those goals, my friend. Hey, if anyone here can help him out. Relaxing says, no problem. Thanks, my beautiful friend Derek. Certainly. Always willing to help. I don't know why you're not a moderator, Relaxing. I thought you were at one point. So let's fix that. Alana says, I am back, my friend. I miss you. I miss you too, my friend. I appreciate you being here. Reaper says, let's see. Barnaboy says, a meeting now, Raw. Let us know what happens. Guys, if we don't hear from Runner Boy in the next 15 minutes, man, I might have given him some bad advice. Reaper says, I want to summit Big Bear. Again, guys, I have itch for it again. Nice. How high is Big Bear? Reaper, you should run Badwater Ultramarathon, 135 miles from Death Valley to Mount Whitney, to the top of Mount Whitney. From the lowest point in California, lowest point in the continental United States, to the highest point in the continental United States. Runner Boy says, I wonder how much I need. 2 tablespoons a day. That's it. No more. Don't do both at once. Space it out. So what time is it for you? If it's late, 1 tablespoon. Lana says, let's see, I think I read that. I am back, my friend. I miss you. William says, sounds fun. Louise, what do you have to do for it? And William says train. Or Reaper says train. Also, there's a waiting list. Hoping to get it. Nice. Back in the day, if you wanted to climb a mountain, you just went out and climbed a mountain. But you know what? We made a mess of things. We left trash at the top. Empty 6-pack. Fast food boxes. All that garbage. People don't like a whole lot of rules and regulations that have been made in nature. And I can agree with that. Nature is supposed to be free and represent freedom. However, sometimes it doesn't seem that we can handle that freedom, because when we wreck it for everyone, you know, some of the mountains that we have, some of the wilderness that we have is so overly crowded. If you go to Yosemite in the peak season, it's almost like you're living in a small town. And there is trash everywhere. Runner Boy says, I can probably put it in my breakfast. I put a tablespoon in my morning oatmeal, and I put another in my afternoon lentils, rice, and potatoes. William says, I think serving recommendation is 2 tablespoons, but you can mix smoothies, protein shakes, salads, etc. Yeah, it has a nice flavor, and it lends itself to quite a few things. I don't care for it in smoothies. I do like it in salads. I like it in my oatmeal. Kay's here. Kay, my friend, I was thinking about you throughout the day when you handled the red peppers, and you got that very kind reminder, make sure you wash your hands. Guys, if you ever pick up red peppers, wash your hands immediately. Warner Boy says, I want to hike the base camp of Mount Everest. That would be fun, and it's definitely doable. How you doing, Kay? Warner Boy says, well, it's just because I don't get any omega 3 in my diet. I don't eat any fish. Yeah, neither do I. That's the same reason I take flaxseed. Well, seeds are good for you anyway. Nuts and seeds, part of the blue zone diet. People who live happy and healthily to 100 plus. Not just getting to 100, but being happy and healthy when they get there. Roy says, slow decay. Reaper says, if you do it with me, Eric, I'll do it. Man, that would be fun. How long is the waiting list? Relaxing says, hopefully is support because it new and make flowers and sell for 10 run in Romania for a living in life. You got it. I will do so. Are you guys subscribe to Relaxing? It's a beautiful channel. And again, Relaxing has been, he was an early and long friend when I started doing live streams. Corner Boy says, I'll look up online if it's safe later. Whoever says they don't either. You can also do hearts of hemp. Hemp seeds are super delicious. Someone mentioned chia seeds, which for some reason left my radar. I used to like chia seeds. They're actually, as far as seeds go, extremely hydrating. Guys, if you need calories, a little extra protein, as well as something to help with your hydration, chia seeds are the way to go. Plus fiber. Reaper says, K with a salute. Linda says, hello, K. Hey, Linda, how are you? Austin says, please sub. Let's see. Let's see where Garrett is right now. Austin, sorry. 482, 18 away. Is there anyone here not subscribed to our friend Austin? He's got a big goal, 500 subs. Carlos is here. Because I don't blue. Miso. I do like miso. Buddha, how are you? Sorry guys, I fell behind. Also says, please share out my channel to get 500 subs. Absolutely. Williams says, not feeling well. Going to call it an early night. Hope you feel better, William. Reaper says, 1,400 feet, 14,000 feet, 505 Mount Whitney. And coming all the way 135 miles from Death Valley. I have several friends who have run it. I actually have a Facebook friend who won the whole thing. I'm also Facebook friends with the oldest person to ever complete Badwater. Give me a second here, guys. Okay, so that channel is your mom's. Hello, I'm a 69-year-old woman, passionate and lover of plants and beautiful flowers. I am subscribed. I'm getting all notifications. She's got my full support. I hope she puts out lots of stuff so I can keep sharing. Guys, two things. Our friend Relaxing is asking for help. Always help his channel because, again, it's a beautiful channel. But his mom as well. She's 5 subscribers right now. She has 20 videos. So, hey, you're on the ground floor, guys. As well, Austin Garrett is only 18 away from hitting 500. That's a big goal for him. So, let's help him. And skits. We got to get skits up to 50. Which I'd love to see because I'm really looking forward to what he's going to be putting out. He's at 24 right now. So, all right, I know I'm real behind in the conversation. Let me get down at the bottom. This Lady Lock 22 says, hello everyone, love and blessing. Buddha, my friend, always love to see you. Linda says, I'm okay, Yogi, making the best I can with every day. Absolutely. Carlos says, Burpee Reaper, shouty. Carlos, I appreciate you being here, my friend. Squirrel Sniper says, we go to the trees for rust and we leaf. Leaf. Yes, yes, we do. That was a good one. Hey, sorry, I missed you. I missed you coming in the first time. My apologies. Reaper says, I will look into it. It's something that just came to mind, Eric. But if you are serious, I'm down. Meeting Eric live in the flesh would be an honor. It would be an honor for me, that's for sure. Doing anything with the legendary Burpee Reaper, from reps to climbing a mountain to running a race. Lexing says, please share Eric, my mom, to get 500 subs. Absolutely, I will. Every day. I'll be sharing her videos on my channel. Here's the link again. This is from a desktop, so it might not work for everyone. Relaxing, feel free to come in every day and drop her link if you want. Okay, says hey to Buddha. Roy says, Louise, I will train with you. Everyone should run an ultra once in their life. Preferably a 50-miler. Relaxing says, thank you if you can help me. I'm going to do my best. Buddha, how are you? Kay says she's great. I'm doing good, Kay. Runner Boy says, okay, relaxing. Link has been shared multiple times now. Hey, when you got a goal, when you got something important, take those steps. Take those bold steps. I'm sorry that I missed Squirrel Sniper's traditional greeting of beautiful souls from across the pond, but under the same skies. All right, I'm going all the way to the bottom so I can at least feel like I caught up. I'm going to work my way up. If I miss something, guys, call me out and let me know. Relaxing says, thank you, everyone, for supporting me. Absolutely. Let's see. Reaper says, just out of curiosity, Eric, how would you train for that run hike for Whitney? Lots of heat training because it's going to be hot. Temperatures have gotten to 130. You definitely, people have done it without a crew, but a crew is helpful. Lots of time on your feet. Not necessarily running, a mixture of walking, running. Hey, there's a great movie or a documentary. I think you can watch it on YouTube, and it's called Badwater. I don't think you would need to run too much over 20, 25 miles, maybe do a marathon or two when training, and then just perseverance. Runner Boy says 200 miles or it's not worth doing. You know what? When I stopped doing ultras, 200 miles were getting very popular, and it was in the back of my mind. Lexing says, okay, my friend. Eric, thanks. You're welcome, my friend. Anything I can do for you, you got it. Runner Boy says, we're going to get another barbell and start Olympic lifts. Awesome. I love the Olympic lifts. I love them more than any of the power lifts. I love the official Olympic lifts as well as the training lifts that go around it. Front squats, cleans, high pulls. Color says, I have a silver play button already, just past 100K subs. Wow. Awesome. Congratulations, my friend. You know what? I'm subscribed, but I did not have all of the notifications. I just fixed that so I can get everything. Man, that's a big achievement. 100K. Laxing says, I put same name and put me a video for himself every day. What I do with my mom also needs to go to hospital. But you know, Eric needs to helping him with money for the operation. Understandable. Just when Sue is here, says stopping by for a quick hello. Sue, how are you? How are things on the Susquehanna? Austin is back. Welcome back, Austin. Reaper says, do a marathon for training. I did. I used to run a couple marathons after the day after doing a 20-mile training run to get those back-to-back runs. So I would do 20 miles on a Friday, and then Saturday morning I would do. Used to do the Baltimore Marathon. It was for training. Baltimore Marathon's in September. Nope, it's in late September, early October. Training for a 50-miler. That was always in November. So I would do the 20 and then do the 26.2 the next day. Back in the day. Runner Boy says, I walk over 10K every day, plus whatever running I do. I try to get 10K in as well every day. And the same, I don't run the way I used to. Not for any reason. It got less enjoyable after doing it so much. Squirrel Sniper says, Badwater 135 film, Extreme Heat Journey. Thank you, Squirrel Sniper. Hey, Reaper, did you see that? I would recommend Barkley Marathon. Barkley Marathon is actually a 100-mile race. It is in the wilds of Tennessee. It is tough. It might be the toughest ultra ever. Only a handful of people ever finished it. The first woman ever won it this year. It will eat you up and spit you out. I'm friends with a legendary ultra runner, first person who ever did what's called the Grand Slam of ultra running, 4 big races in the summer. First person to ever do it in 1985. Lives in my area, lives in my town, and we've become friends. He's done every hard race imaginable. He was unable to complete this race. And there's another documentary, The Barkley, that I think you can watch on YouTube as well. Laxing says, I honest my friend Eric. Absolutely, I know. Runner Boy says, I'm aiming for 10K 2 times a week right now. Laxing says, my friends Eric, I show you my problem. Maybe friends can help me. I hope so. I hope they can help. If you can support our friend Relaxing. Relaxing is in Romania. He's had things have been tough. So if he can help, please do so in any way. Runner Boy says, I think the constant asking for help really puts people off helping. You know what? I hope not. Because people only ask for help because they need help. So it's a perfect opportunity. Sue says, I'm out doing my plane watching. Love seeing them going through the clouds. And you capture them so well, too. And helicopters, too. Let's see, we got a link from Relaxing. Help me to buy wood, heating me in winter. I will share that out, my friend, right after the live stream. Austin says, just when Sue, have you subbed to my channel? Reaper says, I'm not a runner, Eric. How do I train for marathon? Lots and lots of different ways. I'm a minimalist in training. I also believe in the walk run, but it took me a while to get there. When I started running, to walk in a race was considered a personal insult. And then I've read many articles on walk run, especially Jeff Galloway. And he would recommend something like run for 9 minutes, walk for a minute. Or things along those lines. Run for 4 minutes, walk for a minute. All kinds of strategies. And I thought, you know what? I was training at the time for a 50-mile race. I'll give it a try. And I went from running tough 20-mile runs to putting in 25, 26, 27-mile runs and feeling good afterwards. So walk, run. Let's see. Runner Boy says, burpee, run up to 15 miles in training a few times, then do the marathon. I believe that's the most common way. Some people say 20. I think you can get away with 15. You got to build up the volume. You got to do it. You work up to it. You sustain it. You back down. You work up to it again. You sustain it. You back down. 16 weeks might be a good time frame to do that in. Don't try to shoot for more than 10% increase in mileage per long run. Then it says, have to go yogi in chat. Have a good evening, everyone. You too, Linda. Thanks for hanging out. Burpee says, well, damn. You could do it. I think right now in the shape you're in, you could do a 50K. You could walk around a 50K. The only thing you would need to do is get used to being on your feet. That's the hardest part of an ultra marathon. Scoresniper says, did you get a look at the elephant path, 9 stages of staying? I did look at it. Not in big detail, but I was familiar with the overall Tibetan path of concentration. It is definitely a worthy endeavor. Austin says hi to everyone. Relaxing says, oh, thank you all my friends. Absolutely. Relaxing says, yeah, thanks my helping ideas, Eric. That is working in your channel. I appreciate all the help that you've given me, my friend. Relaxing says, for help me. So that's the thing we don't realize when someone's asking for help is our friend Relaxing is literally asking to help him get some firewood for winter to stay warm. So it's important stuff, guys. Relaxing says, fighting my life hard. I support my friend Eric with pleasure. You always have. And it's much appreciated. Reaper says, I guess I can start with a half marathon, then move up to full, then hike Mount Whitney. You could start that way, or you could just hike Mount Whitney. Reaper says, that's not something I'm do soon, guys. I'm just thinking. That's how it starts, you know? Man, I love that line of thinking, Reaper, because it shows possibilities. Never once did you see Reaper say, I can't do that. He said, let me consider, let me think about it. That's, when you're used to training, when you put in the hard work, it's just a challenge. There's nothing off limits. That's why Reaper said, I'm going to do a Spartan challenge. The only extra training he did, some grip work, a little bit of running. Everything else, par for the course. Reaper training every day. Also says, thanks for helping me getting close to 500. Absolutely, my friend. Happy to help. Goga's here. Goga, my friend. I'm enjoying dining with Goga. That should be a whole series. Dining with Goga. Just took my herbal sleep supplement. So awesome. We'll keep pushing until you get that 500. The same with helping our friend relaxing. Eric Point says, hello everyone in the chat. Can't text, I'm driving. I appreciate you listening, Eric. Goga says, blessings everyone. Blessings to you, my friend. We got some laughing emojis from Reaper. Salute to Eric LaPointe. Goga says, hi to driving Eric. Also is asking Goga to please subscribe to his channel. He is shooting for 500. 500, and he's almost there. I think he's got, what, 17? $18. Nope, 17. I was right the first time. Reaper says 100. Lacting says, my beautiful friends, best to be honest and true and straight in life. I agree. 100. Goga says, on it, Austin. Thank you, Goga. Goga says, I'm done with dining. It's a busy and expensive niche. Yeah, I guess it would be. Goga says, well, Austin, almost at 500. Austin says, thanks. Yep, he has been working hard to get there. Lacting says, I know my friend Eric, you don't forget, I'm giving a best help point in your channel now. Is working well, my dear. It's good. Your ideas are always good. You gave me the idea about doing shorts with cats. And I did one of a cat that was staring at me in the woods. I don't know why it was there. And I don't know why it was just sitting, waiting for me, staring at me. And it actually got a lot of views. And I thought, all right, I'm going to do this. It's there for me every day. That day that I posted, it stopped showing up. Never showed up again. Goga says, I'll ask someone to give extras. Thank you, Goga. So, hey, guys, make sure that you return the favor. Subscribe, link up, support all of our friends. In my opinion, Goga has one of the most important channels on YouTube. I mentioned this to him before. I never walk away without having learned something on what to do with my channel. And all of it's important stuff, but all of it is really simple stuff that I just never thought of. And he does it in such an engaging manner. Fun, great place to hang out, friends with everyone. So you could support someone like Goga, and you get so much back. Relaxing grabs his link. Jacob says, "Say, brother, Mr. Yogi, can't stay, but I wanted to drop by and say hey to you all. Much love and respect. Big salute. Gotta go. Big salute. Jacob, I hope you get some sleep tonight. Guys, there's some big things happening tomorrow. Jacob Colby J. Sinky is doing the holy grail of burpees, 1,000 reps, one rep at a time until he gets 1,000. And there's absolutely no doubt that he's going to get 1,000 because he's Jacob. Goga says, nice shorts on my playground for experiments. I love doing shorts. I love doing, live stream, the conversations, the energy, and coming in and talking later, doing short videos on yoga philosophy, the psychology of yoga, pranayama, breath work. But the YouTube shorts, getting out in nature and just letting nature show me something and be able to film it and share it with my friends. Man, if I only did one thing on YouTube, that would probably be it. Shaza says, first, welcome Shaza, my friend. Good day, all. Up until a few years ago, I had a rescue cats. They were all beautiful. Too unwell these days to have pets. Understandable. When I was caregiving for my father, his dog had passed away about a year before my dad got in really bad shape. We wanted to get a dog. We wanted to get cats again, but it was too much of a risk, and too much take care of a pet while taking care of my father. But it would have been so good for him. Fortunately, Milka would bring over Misty the Wonder Pomsky. A Pomsky is a Pomeranian Husky mix, and she's a beautiful dog. She's a saintly dog. She's a Buddhistava, if I said that right. A returning Buddha coming to offer blessings until everyone's enlightened. That's the type of dog that she is. My father loved her, and we didn't have to do any work because Milka took her home the same day. Goga says, appreciate you, Yogi. Thanks for the high compliments. Well deserved, my friend. And do my best to give people the shout outs who deserve them. Picking on the things that are really important for others to see. I don't know how anyone can miss them with Goga. The word I often use is effectuous. I shouldn't use words that I'm not 100% sure that I can pronounce, but sometimes, I'd like a challenge. Austin says, Shaza. Shaza says, hey to Austin. Blackthing says, you don't need to think in what I told you with hashtags and see how nice is work now for your channel, my friend. Eric, idea come from me with pleasure. Now and last, you did give me the idea for hashtags. Much appreciated. And you're right. Huge difference. I mean, like, astronomical difference. Shaza says hugs. We got some links dropped. Blackthing says, always my page for help. Eric, my friend, and everyone. Helping together each other is best point in a very hard life. And I know it has been hard for you, my friend. And you know what? As hard as it's been, you keep showing up and you helping people. It's amazing. Relaxing is someone with a pure heart, good soul, and a kind man. Austin says, here's one of my short videos. I spent some time on your channel after the last live stream. Very much enjoyed it. All right. Skit says, finally, it is uploaded. I agree. Finally. Man, that must have been so frustrating for you, Skits. All right, I still got Skits up from last time. 2 minutes ago, my first vlog. Introduction to me and my channel. Guys, check it out. I'm going to be staying live for about another 5 minutes, and then I got some stuff to do. And the stuff that I have to do is supporting all of you guys. Let's see. Shaza says, your forgiveness vid was very well said and true. Thank you, Shaza. It's an all-important theme for me because of how my life has unfolded since forgiveness has been a way of life, not something that I occasionally do when someone offends me. It has nothing to do with someone offending me, someone hurting me, someone doing something that I don't like. It has nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with my personal freedom, with my liberation, and my ability to always and continuously offer love. No one can take that from you. No one can take away your ability to be compassionate and empathetic. Only you can do that. But here's the thing. Everyone at some point will give you an opportunity to be compassionate and empathetic. And what are we going to do? But the important thing is, it's a practice. Let yourself off the hook. The most important step in the forgiveness journey, learn to forgive yourself. You. And then extend it outwards. You can't give anything that you don't have. You will never be able to forgive other people if you haven't turned inwards and learned to forgive yourself. Because everything is a projection of that unforgiving mind. Everything. The entire world you see. You know, an important lesson I got was listening to people say, I mentioned this earlier today, why would God create a world that allows children to go hungry? Why would God create a world of starving children? And the answer is God didn't create a world of loving children. God doesn't allow starving children. We do. Every morning, we wake up to a world of starving children because we go to sleep and we find it acceptable that such a world exists. We have the resources to feed every single child, every single person. We have the resources so everyone would have some type of home if they wished for it. We have that. But we find it acceptable. Some people have, some people don't. That's just the way the world works. That is based upon our fear of lack, our fear of being separate, small individuals in a vast world universe of uncaringness. None of that has to be true. None of that has to be true. And it can change instantly. However, it has to change. Our projections have to change. We can only do that by first cultivating forgiveness within ourselves, and that's what we have to give to other people. When we learn to truly love ourselves, what else do we have to give but love? Sorry? Bit of a tangent. I am prone to tangents. If you guys are anyone new here, you will know that I am prone to tangents. Let's see. Relaxing says, you know, my friend Eric, viral is an infection. It is an infection. What's considered viral? Goga says, true. Thank you, my friend. Shaza says, y'all have a great night. I need to visit the great outdoors. It's spring here tomorrow. Nice. Hey, enjoy your spring. And enjoy your day. It's day, right? Afternoon. Nature in Australia. Be careful. Everything is poisonous in Australia. Lexi says, thankfully, beautiful friends, from my honest heart and powerful investment in a very hard in my life. It has been hard. Skit says, much love, Eric brother. You're a great person, and I thank you for that. Thank you, Skits. Relaxing says, friends will help, and he drops his link. Much love for all beautiful friends in the world. And Austin says, it's good. Have you subbed to my channel yet? And he has. Nice. Thank you, guys. Relaxing says, nice. Thanks, my dear friend Eric. And dear beautiful friends. Let's see. Goga had to slip this in there. I don't blame him. If you get the opportunity to slip in the Muir, you got to take that opportunity. Goga says, Eric, you're prone to tantrums. No way. You are so demure. I should have expected that. I should have expected that. When you don't see it coming, that's when Goga slips it in there. Austin says, thanks for subbing. We get some laughing emojis from Goga. Goga, now he throws Joe under the bus. Joe started this. I can't wait until Joe visits next, because I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna do what Goga did. I'm gonna wait for that perfect opportunity. I'm not gonna say it until, man, I see that opportunity. I'm gonna do what Goga did and just slide it in nice and easy. You notice what how he did it? Goga slid it in, and then he stepped back and waited, and then he stepped back in. Very nicely done, my friend. Eric Lapointe with laughing emojis. I knew Eric Lapointe would appreciate the subtleness that Goga did that. So guys, we got a brand new video from Skits. We have Relaxing's mother has a channel asking for help. He'd like to get her to 500 subs. Our friend Austin Garrett is at 585 subscribers, 15 more to go. Eric Point says, Goga taught me a lot today. Like I said, probably some of the most useful information that I get while I have a good time. And who doesn't love a good theme song? Goga has the best theme song on YouTube. After hanging out with on a live stream with Goga, not the last couple because he's been out dining, I'll find the theme song playing in my head. I'll be cooking dinner and I'll be singing it to myself. Goga says, love how you used this yesterday. I had to pay it back. We're going to keep it going. It's going to be Joe Delaney's turn next. We're going to slide it in on Joe. Laxing says, you know, my beautiful friends, power is when you can smile even in your heart. It is tornado and storms that you have power in your hand. Well said, Relaxing. Very well said. Very true. Eric Point says, Goga was shocked that was new on YouTube. You know, Eric, I don't know if you appreciate just how big an accomplishment that is. There's people who've been striving for a long time to get to 1K and to build up the community that you have. Let's see. Garrett drops a link for a short. Thank you, Austin. I don't know why I keep saying Garrett. I apologize. Goga says, Eric, have you gotten a new tab on your studio called Courses? I haven't. I should, I think. Goga says, the point, I couldn't believe it. June 8th, he was hoping for, before June 8th, he was hoping for 50 subs so he could go live. 50. And look where he is now. But more importantly than that is, again, look at the community around him. And it's because he's in service to other people. Being in service to other people doesn't mean that you're not also helping yourself, that you don't want a slice of the pie. It means you help other people get to the pie. Because what good is it on your own? Maybe pie's a bad example, because pie's pretty good on your own. But I think you get the point. Hey, Eric, I'm glad you're getting so much out of information from Goga. Goga is what YouTube needs. Eric Lapointe is what YouTube needs. Skits. Relaxing. Everyone, because you're putting out heartfelt, beautiful content that is helpful for people. And by helpful, even if it just inspires one person, even if one person says, you know what, I wouldn't mind putting out a nature short, I could do that. Or I wouldn't mind putting out a cat video if it makes someone smile. Or I wouldn't mind, look at Mir and look how many people he helps. That's what makes me proud to be just a small little YouTube channel, because it's meaningful. I mentioned before, I was talking about it earlier, my goal of earning just enough of an income that I can be creative, that my creativity serves as my means of an income, paying my bills. YouTube's given me that platform after trying so many other ways. Goga says, Yogi, what makes you keep showing up? Man, that's an excellent question. You know what? The answer always comes down to, it's going to sound trite. It always comes down to love. Always comes down to love. I keep showing up because I love being here. And by here, existence itself. That inexplicably, without asking, only by grace, I find myself awake and alive and aware and full of love. Relaxing says, thanks for all the beautiful people, all the beautiful friends. Absolutely, my friend. LS Lady Luck says, you're a yoga master. You know what? I purposely chose my title as just a yogi, that I am not a yoga master. I'm a certified meditation teacher, certified breathwork coach. I've taken classes for credit for yoga psychology. I do have 200-hour asana certification, but I mainly took that, one, to improve my own postures, not to teach other people that, and also because they offer a nice range of philosophical and psychological principles as well. And I just want to keep building on that. We could teach people to stretch fairly easily, and it's good for you. And the asanas are specifically designed to open the body energetic, the subtle body. But it's the changing of the mind. That's the most important aspect of yoga for me. Let's see. Austin says, Lady Luck, please sub to my channel. Isabella, how are you, my friend? Isabella says hello. Goga says, laughing. Yogi's always very reserved. They'll never claim the master tag. Um, this is true, and certainly for me, I do know I know my yogic limitations. Um, I'm just happy teaching people meditation and breath work. I offer, a few asanas. I mainly don't teach the asanas because I can't pronounce things in Sanskrit any better than I can pronounce things in English. Eric Point says, Goga, do you ever sleep, my friend? That's a good question. And also, are you ever down? Are you always so joyful? Let's see. OS Lady says, that's awesome, Yogi, and very true indeed. Hey, I see the same from you. Eric Point says, hi, Isabella. I just want you to know I love dogs. Goga says, the point, I do love my sleep. Just packing up for my morning flight. Let's see. Old Lady says, I agree with you a lot, sir. I never liked teaching it or doing my practice on camera, and started recently. I appreciate the Qigong that you're offering, and you're a great teacher. The main reason for me, well, and I used to tell this to Mocha all the time because she was like, why don't you teach in a studio? Because the pastoral aspect of yoga has been so put out there so much that now everyone thinks yoga and they think of the postures. They don't think of the mind training, the fact that it literally rewires your brain to connect with your heart, to connect with your soul. Um, and that's the entirety of yoga. It's right in the, give me a second, Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, where he, at the very beginning, tells you yoga is experience in the mind which has ceased to identify itself with its vacillating waves of perception, meaning the mind's in motion, all these thoughts. But the path of yoga is when we no longer identify. It doesn't say that we're still not thinking, but we're no longer identifying with those thoughts. What a big thing. In 195 sutras, the asanas are only mentioned 3 times, and that is in regards to meditation postures, stilling the body so we can sit longer in meditation. The yoga asanas are one aspect of the 8 limbs of yoga, but it's not the entirety of yoga. So, and there's people who are so much better at that than me that I didn't want to go down that path. I love doing it. I love offering suggestions, but I'm not a asana teacher. I'm a meditation, breath work, and yoga psychology. Lately, I'm the psychology teacher. Let's see. Sorry, fell behind, guys. Austin says, Isabella, please sub to my channel. He is shooting for 500, guys. Buddha says, who, what? We got a thumbs up from Eric LaPointe. He called me. Austin, this is Buddha. Yeah, Buddha helped you out a lot, hugely. Hugely. That is a word, right? Let's see. Goga says, I love breath work. If we don't master our breath, the asanas are uh, so simply gymnastics. Absolutely. 100%. And it's my breathwork coach teacher, he made a pretty bold claim that you can get 90 to 95% of the benefits of meditation simply by doing breath work 3 times a day, therapeutically as needed. And as a meditation teacher, I thought, man, I don't know if I agree with that, but I also can't disagree with it because I've seen lives changed. I've seen people have the ability to go from the sympathetic to the parasympathetic energy state 10 breaths like that. I've seen them reduce their stress, their anxiety, panic attacks. I've seen them lower their blood pressure, their heart rate easily, simply, just by doing a breath practice. Austin says, hi to Buddha. Buddha says, that's awesome, Yogi. Eric Point says, I raided a channel with Goga today. Goga raid. That sounds like a lot of fun. I want to go on a Goga raid. Man, when you put it that way, who doesn't want to go on a Goga raid? Goga says, yes, sometimes I am down, but I love motivating myself so I don't spiral. Yoga has always given me the tools for that. And that's the beautiful thing about yoga. Goga says, Patanjali only dedicated a single verse on asana. The meditation and the breath is the real work. Absolutely. Man, I'm so happy to talk to a yogi who sees that. It's not all about 90 minutes of asanas in the morning every day or more, or that this asana practice is the only means of doing it. I spent 2 years doing Bikram, being told that every day by my Bikram instructor. This is all you need. Give up everything else. You don't need to do this. You don't need to do that. You only need to do Bikram yoga. And I loved Bikram yoga, but it wasn't the only thing that I loved. And it didn't give me the sense of peace, not the deep peace. I felt good when I was doing Bikram. I felt good when I was done. But I would find that life overall, I could still get pulled in to my own stuff easily. And I was tired of my stuff. I was no longer punishing myself for my stuff, but I just didn't want to be caught up in it anymore. Garrett says he's almost at 500 subs. Please sub now. We will get you there, my friend. Let's see. I want to just check out. Where our friend is. Hey, don't forget, Skits has a new video out too, explaining his channel, where he wants to take it. It was tough for him to get it up. He had some technical difficulty, but he persevered. Austin just needs 500 more. I will keep working for you tomorrow, my friend. Goga says, I'm certified in Ashtanga Yoga, but over the years I have learned more, leaned more into the inner work. Man, that's the real deal. Inquiry is hard. It is. I just did a video on inquiry. So a jhana yogi, self-inquiry, asking yourself those all-important questions of who am I? And never settling for an answer. It's hard to ask that question, who am I? It's easy to answer if you settle for an easy answer. I am Eric. I am Eric McCarty. I am just a yogi. I'm a YouTube content maker. I am this, I am that. But none of that is who I am. That's just descriptions. So we got to keep asking and asking and asking. Eric Point says there are 2 Yogis and 2 Erics in the chat. Hey, you know what? I'm going to say that Eric LaPointe, in his own right, is a yogi, though. So in that case, we have 2 Erics and 3 yogis. Let's see. Goga says, Eric LaPointe, I get confused when you are on the chat. So let me call the host Eric Yogi. That works. And we get a yes. Yeah, a lot of people just say LaPointe. I don't know how I got stuck on Eric LaPointe. Almost always, almost inevitably, I say Eric LaPointe instead of just Eric. I almost never say, I don't think I've ever said just LaPointe. It's almost always Eric LaPointe. There's a few people like that. Austin says, everyone please share out this channel. You got it, my friend. I shared it out earlier today. I will share it out again tomorrow. Once again, I'm committed to helping you get to 500. Eric Point says, yes, you always say Joe Delaney. I mentioned that to her, and she said that's good because that's her brand. That's what she's building on. So the more I say Joe Delaney, the more it sticks in people's heads. It's a form of hypnosis. I am hypnotizing the world into supporting Joe Delaney. And it's well deserved because Joe is so inspiring and motivating. Those two don't always go together. I've mentioned that before. Someone can help you get motivated to go out and do something. That doesn't necessarily mean that you're inspired to do it for the rest of your life. Joe is motivating. She gets you to want to get up and go to the gym. But she inspires you to keep going to the gym day after day after day. And not just keep going to the gym, but taking those positive steps that change your life. We can all use some motivation. But man, we really, really need that inspiration in spirit. Yoga says, Austin, don't drop the link a lot. You'll lose the gains for those connected to you. No one knows more about how to work a YouTube channel than our friend Goga. So if he offers some advice, it's meant from the heart to help you out. I could be wrong about this. I would suggest 3 times in a live stream. Maybe somewhere in the beginning, ask people, hey, I need some help. Can you help me? Maybe remind people in the middle. And maybe as your things are closing up, you say, guys, I really appreciate the help. One more time. Let me know what you think of that. Eric Point says, another great live with a thumbs up. That means it's time to go. Eric Point says, Goga knows. He does. Man, that could be a commercial for our friend Goga. Goga knows. You can say Goga knows, and then someone pops up and goes, what does he know? And the answer is Goga knows. He just knows. He definitely knows joy. And he definitely knows yoga. And he definitely knows about YouTube. And it's much appreciated. And he knows how to be a good friend. And that is very much appreciated. And that is also something that Eric LaPointe knows very well. He's been from day one showing up here. He's been a great friend and a great support. My only hope I can repay the favor. Yoga says, yes, when you are blue, it is actually easier. It saves you that trial by YouTube. Taking them. It does. Awesome words and encouragement from Goga. So, guys, I'm going to wrap things up for the night. I'm going to bed. I'm going to see everyone tomorrow. I will be here 5 a.m. reading some stuff. Goga, have a safe flight. And I'm already looking forward to your next live stream. Austin, I will go to work for you tomorrow morning. Goga says, thanks, Yogi. You're welcome, my friend. All right, guys. I will see everyone in the morning. Goga says, blessings, everyone. And I'm just going to extend that as well. Blessings, everyone. Remember, lots of people here need some help growing their channel. Our friend Relaxing, literally, he's trying to get a home. He's trying to get firewood to heat himself in the winter. He's trying to help out his 7-year-old mother. These are important things for people, so we hope. Skits has his first big video up. We're going to help him. Austin has goals. He wants 500. Everyone has a goal. Let's help each other. It's pretty simple. Take care, guys.